All right, Copper fam, Ellie's traveling Europe for a new show coming soon to Copper 90. So this week's World of Football is brought to you by me, all the way from Nairobi, Kenya. This is the show where you guys, the fans, get to tell the stories in your area that matter. This week, we'll be reliving Leicester's incredible success with some intrepid Italians, finding out about the first female manager to have ever won a league in a men's game, plus looking at the growing trend of fan allegiances. But before those stories, let's have a look at some of the best fan footage that has been sent to us from the past month. Absolutely fantastic stuff, guys. Keep that footage coming in. Now, on to the first story. And it's the one that has captured the imagination of the whole football world this season. It's, of course, Leicester City.
So many stories told on Copa 90 every day, but this is going to be absolutely crazy as we are gonna follow these crazy guys to their crazy road trip from Milan to Leicester City.
You don't study when Leicester was at the top of the league, and especially when a very popular Italian Facebook page, that's Calciatori Brutti, started joking about this, saying things like, if Leicester win the league, we can go there by bus. And when Leicester won the league, many people started pressuring about this because they want to make it real. And so am I, so I decided to follow these guys to the trip from Milan to Leicester. When you're in France, you're like, I'm gonna die here, this isn't going to finish. But the most beautiful thing to talk about was the reaction of Leicester City fans, or simply Leicester citizens, because they never saw so many people staring there, walking around Victoria Park, and in 5 minutes you see everyone going mental and chanting for Leicester City. It doesn't matter which team you support. And the most powerful weapon that football has to cross any cultural difference. Some might say it's music, but I personally love the idea that football maybe something more.
The English Premier League has always been accustomed to a four-horse race to the title. It's refreshing, however, to see that a team that was battling relegation 2 seasons ago come up and challenge these household names in football and take up the crown. Now, from one league winner to another, let's move to Eastern Athletic Association and their manager, Yuen-ting.
Hey Copa fam, 2016 has been a year for footballing underdogs. We all know about Leicester and their achievements, but now history has been made in Hong Kong, where a woman has led a men's professional football team to the nation's national top flight championship. Hong Kong's Yuen-ting made history as she led Eastern Athletic Association to their first title in more than 2 decades. Even Liverpool hasn't won in 2 decades, and that's a fact. Initially, eyebrows were raised at the appointment of Chan when she became the first ever woman to manage in the Hong Kong Premier League. Not only was she the first woman, but she was appointed at the remarkable age of only 27. Taking the job only last December, she has produced some amazing results along the way, notching up 12 wins and 2 draws. She also managed to capture the Hong Kong Senior Challenge Shield earlier this season. Not a bad way to start your career, huh? Chan is one of the few women in the world who is taking control of a men's professional football team, with Corinne Diacre, who manages Clermont Foot in Ligue 1, being the most reputable one. Currently, Chan is being assessed by the Guinness World Records for her achievements. She is the first woman to coach in Asia, and now she's in the record books. Definitely a proud moment for world football.
It's interesting to see how the game has evolved from a time when women were struggling to get into the sport to a female manager leading a men's professional football team to the nation's top flight championship. What this really means is that slowly but surely the walls of inequality are being removed from the beautiful game and offering a chance to each and everyone to prove their worth and attain glory. Finally, let's link up with Piotr and find out what's been happening in Poland.
Polish fan alliances are a complicated matter. It's an ever-changing tangle of friendships, influences, and strategic paths. Nowhere is this more evident than in Upper and Lower Silesia, where small distances between cities give rise to friendships between neighbors, and of course, at least as often, intense hostilities. There's a fine line between love and hate. Some of these hostilities used to be friendships, and vice versa. Sometimes, as is the case between Śląsk Wrocław and Miedź Legnica, these agreements can actually extend to proper business relationships. During halftime of one of the home games in Wrocław, the owner of the Legnica team along with the chairman of Śląsk Wrocław, announced an official partnership between the clubs. The teams agreed to help each other in terms of coaching, loaning players, and arranging friendly games at all levels, from senior teams to youth groups. The business benefits are clear, but most of all, it's easier to face adversity together. Whether, like Miedź Legnica, you're a mid-sized team from a mid-sized city, or, like Śląsk Wrocław, you're a local giant when everyone else is out to get you.
Beautiful scenes here, and it's great seeing rival team supporters coming together to foster respect and friendship, and realizing that despite their differences, they all belong to the same football family. Remember, like this video, subscribe to Copper 90, and don't forget to keep sending us your fun footage and your stories. I'm out!